Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character.
He's having a hit! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, that should get the job done. Barella. Chouameni. Passing nice and neat. Cucurella, and it's Bellingham. Yamal, and it's Chouameni. And no, that was never going to make it. Chouameni, and he's forced to go back, played towards the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, super ball! He is just caressing the ball. Bellingham, can he get on the end of this? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Barella. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great vision. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, played right into his path. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And it's been taken short. Now it's Valverde. Cucurella. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Opts for safety. Hakimi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. It's a really well-measured ball. Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack? No goals as yet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is lovely. He has found the way through. Plays it in low. And he's there to clear it. Oh, can he get onto this? It's not an especially good pass, that. Vietnam are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from mid...
Bellingham! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And they've got a throw. Cucurella. Valverde. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yamal. Thuram. Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Thuram. And Hakimi. Tchouaméni. And it's Barella. He is through here! Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. Gives it back. To Barella. And he's been shifted off it. Hakimi.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
brings. Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Quality ball. Valverde. Now, can they get him away? That has been slung wide. That's tidy. Yamal, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Van Dijk. So what can they make of this? And it's Dembele. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get free. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Thuram being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's good play. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Dembele. Number 9, Turn. Number 8, Bellingham.
Getting up there!
Number 7.
That wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Erling Haaland. Number 21.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, it's come loose. And he's whipped it across. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution on the field. Number
Vietnam
6,
have their third corner.
Barella. Coming on to replace him is number 23,
Lookman! Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Alvarez! And yes, it's there! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Vietnam have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Lookman. Cucurella has it out wide and in space. Van Dijk gets it clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for options for movement. Raya with the clearance. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Valverde. No, again there's no way through. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. And it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. He's on it, can he get away? Lovely feet.
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks.
And the shot! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Cucurella. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been And the number on the board is 3. Cherki. Odegaard. Neatly clipped into space. Odegaard. Lovely bit of skill. That's really well cleared. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. He'll try to keep this alive. They're well better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Barella. Aimed beyond the defence, and he was quick to react. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Valverde. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Oh, that's neat. And it's Valverde. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Tchouameni has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And they can counter here. Tchouameni. Mbappe. And here's Bellingham. First quarter of an hour gone.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Tchouameni. Vietnam are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Mbappe. Now it's Barella. He's shifting through the gears here. And he was alert to it. Thuram.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal. And now the breakaway. That's a throw. Yamal. Dembele venturing down the left. Tchouameni. And it's Hakimi. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Yamal. Barella. Ndika. Yamal. Konate calmly anticipates. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Cucurella. Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's found a way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Tchouameni. Saliba. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Valverde. Saliba. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's had it nicked away. And here's Dembele. Barella. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Barella. Tchouameni. To Barella. Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Dembele. Chouameni, and it's Bellingham, done delicately. Konate cuts it out, and he's heaved it away. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a quick
What
announcement.
do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No way through. Gently done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Valverde. Timber concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. Chouameni. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. It's a searching pass. Yamal. Great chance! Top class from Thuram! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the game has liftoff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Now it's Thuram.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Thuram. Number 10,
Haaland going after that.
Number 7, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 13,
Fernandes.
Erling Haaland.
And he has been
11,
fouled there.
Dembele.
So,
Number
Jim, what are you
22,
thinking?
There's a lot of
Lookman.
football still to be played,
Substitution in
Peter, so
progress.
ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Look, goes for a shot! Oh, good finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lookman. Chouameni. Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you could...
He's in. Haaland! And that has been cleared. Haaland being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Brilliantly cut out.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 8.
Vietnam have their lead.
Number 12.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Number 23. Erdegaard. Number 21. Bruno
Fernandes.
Number 15.
Ball played for Lookman.
Joshua Kimmich. Substitution.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Good ball over the top. And they've got rid. Lookman getting forward.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through into the last 5 minutes. Erdegaard scooting forward. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Indica. Very much into the last knockings. Now
There will
Erdegaard.
be 3 minutes at a time.
Lookman. He is through here. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Chouameni.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Board shows there will be... And he's decided to go for it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Vietnam proudly puff out their chests in victory. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Now it's Thuram. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that potential.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Bellingham. Van Dijk. Timber. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Cucurella. And it's made its way to him. And he's managed to get free. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Thuram, Valverde.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And it's Valverde.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tchouaméni.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Hakimi. Now it's Thuram.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Vietnam always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for options for movement. Flings in across. Cleared away. Thuram.
This is the time you need that pace.
And Yamal. Over to the other side. And here's Bellingham. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Cherki. He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Engages and forces him off the ball. Timber. Timber makes a move down the right. And it's Barella. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Thuram. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Saliba cuts it out. Hakimi. Some good work on the right flank here. Barella. Probing pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's put paid to the danger. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
We are glad to inform you that today's
first half
match day
thoughts?
programs
Well,
are
there's
available
no way
from
to
stands
disguise the
located
fact
by
that
the
they've been
gates.
poor.
I'm
Not a
sure
single
you'll make
shot on
fine
goal
souvenirs.
tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Cherki! And he's stuck it away! It is an explosive start to the second half. And that really is so impressive. Vietnam are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score.
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram gets flagged offside. Yamal. Chouameni. And they win it back again.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He was under real pressure there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Oh, a delicate chip through. Can he latch on to this? Showing good feet. That's the throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Turn. Coming on to replace him is number 13,
Barella.
Haaland. Substitutions taking place.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into a...
That could spell decent chance! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Number 8, Bellingham.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good-looking ball. Timber cuts out the pass. Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game. Haaland takes a shot! And he's there to get it away. Mbappe. Cucurella. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Played. And another try! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Barella. Coming on the field, number 11, Dembele.
Oh, good effort!
Number 17.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now they can spring out of defence. Fernandes. Chouameni to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. Hakimi. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Cucurella. That has not gone well. Xavi Simons. Here's Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandes. Cucurella. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries one from range. Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
That's a decent clearance. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. And he's found a way past. Mbappe. He's under a lot of pressure there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Mbappe considers his options. And here's Mbappe. Plays it in low. Cleared away. Chouameni. Spread out to the left. Nice sequence of passes this. Cucurella gets into a good position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Four added minutes on the board. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Haaland has found the net here, of course. And he's lost his man here. Bruno Fernandes does well not to be outdone there. And it's Cucurella. Chouameni. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bruno Fernandes. So that's it. It is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Yamal. And here's Thuram. Spread to the right. And it's Tchouaméni.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
Looking for a runner. Chips it through. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Timber. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Tchouaméni.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That has been slung wide. Barella.
Vietnam really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
That's good play. Yamal tries to play it through. Thuram stood his ground strongly. And here's Bellingham. So no flag here. Thuram. Cherki.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Searching pass he's played there. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Valverde. It's a good spell of possession, this. Great, he's having a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Thuram really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Hakimi knocks it into space. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And a goal kick. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Bellingham. Tchouaméni running with intent. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that shot.
Barella! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barella. This is a promising build-up. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Hakimi. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. He's had it taken off him. This is Dembele.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Now he's got space here. Saliba. Tchouaméni. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Vietnam will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Tchouaméni. And it's Timber. Yamal. Saliba producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Barella. Now it's Valverde. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So we have movement on both benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
He's in plenty of space here.
Substitution in progress.
That has not gone well. Yamal to Barella. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Haaland. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was easy, almost too easy.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Vietnam have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Tchouaméni really struggling to influence the... There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Done delicately. Cute ball now, how can he reach it?
Good running, strong and purposeful. Haaland under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Timber. And back to the keeper they go. Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Yamal. Number 6,
Bellingham.
Barella.
Vietnam
Number
are, of
8,
course, in a position to go to the bench should the need
coming on the
arise.
field,
Well, the manager's got a
number
decision to
22,
make here, whether he's happy to stick or
number
twist.
25, Fernandez. Number
Vietnam
21,
really are going
Bruno
about things in the
Fernandes.
right fashion, Peter.
Substitution.
It's great to see.
Haaland! Konate with the clearance.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And he thumps it clear. Nice looking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great vision. That's beautifully weighted.
Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Gives it back. Ambitious ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's picked his way through. Haaland, he's through on goal here. Raya clears it away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mbappe! Nice control. It's a good run, this. One that is high in energy. That is lovely. It's gone for a throw-in. Now it's Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
I'm afraid to
What a
tell you that we were
turnaround.
expecting
Victory from the
traffic to be
jaws
heavy
of
after the
defeat.
final whistle
Enjoy
today.
that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody,
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect... He's having a shot! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of...
Bellingham! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Konate. He's had it taken off him.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal. Chouameni. Bellingham. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Now it's Thuram. And it's Barella. Barella. Now it's Thuram. Gets a good foot in there. Mbappe! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cherki, and it's Cucurella. No goals as yet. And here's Thuram. Thuram. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's been taken short. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Dembele. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Hakimi. Thuram. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hoisted clear. Ball is over the line.
Vietnam really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Barella, Vietnam do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Back towards the middle. And Cherki. Kukurea. And this is Dembele. Drills one in. Cherki. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's had it nicked away. Barella cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Delivered low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Shoots! You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Chouameni, and it's Bellingham, and it's Chouameni, Kimmich, and it's Kimmich, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Drive. Decent chance! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that was vital. And that is well cleared. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back on the way. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he's
real chance! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this to turn it right round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he's heaved it away. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Locatelli showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on to replace him is
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Substitution.
Locatelli. And here's Haaland. Lookman.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Lookman. And it's Cucurella. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Nicely worked. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. This is a promising build-up. Lookman! This looks promising. Brilliantly cut out. Ndika clears without hesitation. Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. Locatelli. Van Dijk. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Barella. Here's Haaland. And it's Cucurella. That's a good foray he's making.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mbappe.
Lookman.
Number 8,
Rodgers.
Bellingham.
Locatelli.
Number 7, Yamal. Number 6, Barella. Coming on the field.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Number 20, Alvarez. Number 22, Lookman.
Passes short and sharp.
Bruno Fernandes.
Vietnam
Number
really are
25,
going for it here, Peter.
Fernandes.
Now it's just a matter of
Substitutions
sustaining the
taking
effort.
place.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Haaland.
Vietnam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Mbappe. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Oh, he's taken it. Chouameni. Ball played for Lookman. He's shifting through the gears here. Great ball. And a chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Rodgers. And it's Cucurella.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Passing nice and neat.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Locatelli. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And here's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Haaland, here's onto this. Knocks it into space.
There will be 3 minutes added
Well, the
time.
run has been sold a little bit short there.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kimmich. He's gone for goal. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Cherki, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable... Dembele! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barella plays it short. That's an excellent interception. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Barella. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Drills chance! It's in! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So, a breakthrough already. That's really well cleared. Taken back almost at once.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Barella.
Vietnam always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Barella. Played over towards the opposite flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Tries to get it clear. Yamal. Here's Chouameni. Vietnam are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Mbappe. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
He's going for goal! And that's a sharp finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do.
He's in, must be! Decent chance! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Van Dijk. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vietnam have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Bellingham. Yamal. Vietnam looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Towering header! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's an imaginative pass. He's found space here. Nice control. Chouameni. Timber. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's the corner kick. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. It's a threatening ball. Thuram! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Vietnam largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So we're off again. Barella, Chouameni, Timber. Now, what about a counter-attack? Chouameni. Now Saliba has a look and plays it forward. Cherki. Some really good ball movement. Cucurella has it out wide and the finish! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gives it back. Yamal.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Bellingham. Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Ndika cuts out the pass. Bellingham. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Ndika. Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Barella. And Yamal. And it's Barella. Now it's Yamal.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. Barella. Flat shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Pete.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We're up and running then.
And here's Yamal. Good pressure, determined, intense. Bellingham. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all...
Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bellingham gets away the first shot of the game. Barella. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's a searching pass. And here's Barella. Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Vietnam really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Van Dijk. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Still goalless at the moment. Timber. Vietnam are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Chouameni. Rodgers. And here's Dembele. He has found a way through. Goes for a shot! Loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Barella, well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get onto this? And that is expertly dealt with. Barella, this is a promising build-up. Hakimi, that ball looks a good one. And he's running through. Rodgers. And it's Hakimi. And that's an excellent interception. Yamal. Bellingham. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, he's all... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Chouameni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Chouameni. Oh, strongly challenged there. Tries to play it through. He's being urged to shoot. It's Dembele! It's hit the upright. Trying to play, and it is a goal kick. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Threads one in. And the pass is intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rodgers. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Rodgers. Chouameni. Looking for options for movement. Barella receives it in a... And he shoots! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that brings the first half to a close.
So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So straight into the second half.
He's found a way through.
Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away. And it's Chouameni. Barella. Mbappe. Thuram finds himself offside. Barella. Hakimi. Now Rodgers. Pinches it off him. And here's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Barella. Indica. Bellingham. Thuram being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Barella. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yamal. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hakimi. So we've reached the hour mark. Ball's played through, and it's Cucurella. Oh, nice touch. Now Rodgers. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Rodgers running with the ball. Now it's Dembele. Barella. Yamal. And here's Mbappe. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 9, Thuram. Number 7, Yamal. Number 8.
Searching passes played there.
Coming on the field, number 20, Alvarez. Number 13, Erling Haaland.
Nice
Number
physical
22,
challenge. Now it's Alvarez.
Number
And here's
21,
Haaland.
Bruno
And it's
Fernandes.
Barella.
Substitutions taking
Tchouaméni.
place.
And it's Timber. Barella. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Hakimi ventures forward. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Backward it goes. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. Tchouaméni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Here's Haaland. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So changes afoot here, and from
Coming
both
on
sides.
the field is
Vietnam
number
with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals,
Substitution.
Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Tchouaméni has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's in a great position here. Mbappe! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And it's Hakimi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lookman. Now it's Alvarez. Couldn't squeeze it through. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. That's beautifully weighted. Konate calmly anticipates.
Vietnam nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Van Dijk.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ødegaard. Timber. Bruno Fernandes. Played out towards the right wing. Bruno Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.